In the serene village of Bethany, a place known for its olive groves and warm-hearted people, lived a young woman named Leah. Leah was intelligent and inquisitive, always seeking knowledge and understanding. Despite her deep faith, she struggled with questions about life, suffering, and the nature of God. She often found herself in prayer, asking for clarity and guidance. One evening, as Leah sat by her window looking at the stars, she whispered a prayer. "Lord, I have so many questions. Please show me the answers I seek." The next day, news spread through Bethany that Jesus of Nazareth was visiting. Leah had heard of him, of his wisdom, miracles, and the profound peace his presence brought. She decided to see him, hoping he might provide the answers she desperately sought. As Jesus arrived in the village, a crowd quickly gathered. Leah, filled with anticipation, joined them. She watched as Jesus healed the sick, embraced the children, and spoke words of comfort and hope. She was captivated by his kindness and the authority in his voice. Gathering her courage, Leah approached Jesus as he rested under an olive tree. "Teacher," she said, "I have many questions that trouble my heart. Can you help me find the answers?" Jesus looked at her with deep compassion. "Leah, what are the questions that burden you?" Taking a deep breath, Leah asked, "Why is there suffering in the world? How can I know God's will for my life? Why do some prayers seem unanswered?" Jesus gently smiled and said, "Leah, I have your answers. The answers you seek begin with faith and trust in God's love and wisdom. Suffering exists because of the brokenness of the world. But God uses even our trials to bring about greater good and to draw us closer to Him. As for knowing God's will, seek Him with all your heart, and you will find Him guiding your steps through His Spirit, His Word, and the peace that surpasses all understanding." He continued, "Regarding unanswered prayers, trust that God hears every prayer. Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes no, and sometimes wait. God knows what is best for us, and His timing is perfect. Remember, Leah, faith is not about having all the answers, but about trusting the one who does." Leah felt a sense of peace wash over her. "Thank you, Jesus," she said, tears in her eyes. "I see now that the answers lie not in understanding everything, but in trusting you completely." Jesus placed his hand on her shoulder. "Leah, you are beloved by God. Hold on to your faith and trust in His goodness. Live with love, serve others, and seek God daily. The more you draw near to Him, the clearer your path will become." From that moment on, Leah's life changed. She embraced her faith with renewed vigor, finding peace and trusting God's plan. She became known in Bethany as a source of wisdom and comfort, sharing with others the lessons she had learned from Jesus. Years later, Leah would recount her encounter with Jesus to the children of her village, saying, "I once sought answers to life's deepest questions, and I found them not in explanations but in the love and wisdom of Jesus." Remember, when you are troubled, He has your answers. Trust in Him, and you will find peace. And so, the story of Leah and Jesus spread, inspiring many to seek their answers in faith, to trust in God's perfect plan, and to find peace in the loving guidance of Jesus, who holds the answers to all of life's questions.